agreeing with this woman and saying that you're supposed to give the bare minimum when dating, and you still decide to give a man your vagina, are you saying that your vagina is bare minimum? Hey y'all, it's your girl Tynisha Renee here. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're visiting for the first time. This is Tynisha Talks, where I like to speak my mind and I love when y'all speak back. So today we're gonna be doing a reaction video, okay? And as a disclaimer, ladies, okay, my ladies, you know I love y'all. I'm here with y'all. We here. But I understand that you guys might not like or may not agree with some of the things that I say today. That's okay. We can have different opinions. Just let me know what you're thinking in the comments. You guys may have already seen this, but we're gonna play a clip from a woman who was on a podcast talking about why she does not do wifely duties in the dating phase and why she feels like she needs to give the bare minimum when dating, okay? So let's get into it.
Coming from where I'm sitting now, I'm not doing no more wifey shit. All right? You're getting the bare minimum. You're getting the bare minimum. And that's good enough. All right? And then you can unlock the rest. How exciting. You don't get to just have your cake and eat it too. You don't get to just have me do wifey things for you and not actually wife me up. Like, no. I'm not doing any more wife shit for anybody that's not ready to upgrade their subscription. Like, that's the way that it is. You either pay extra or you get the basic service. All right,
so many thoughts on this, y'all. So many thoughts. Now, first and foremost, I will say that I can understand where she's coming from, okay? I have definitely been in phases where I was super frustrated with men because my efforts weren't reciprocated. You get tired of giving your 100% effort in a situation when you're only getting about 50% in return. But note that the key word I said was frustrated. There were a lot of women in the comments who were commending her for establishing boundaries and practicing self-love. And I don't know, y'all. I think it's a little bit more layered than that. First and foremost, I think that we all need to come up with an agreed definition of what wifely things are, because right now it's giving very much subjective. Now, I will say that I only saw this clip of the podcast, so I'm not sure what she's referencing as wifely things, but based on the feedback that I saw in the comments, a lot of women who agree with her see wifely duties as what we would typically consider submission. No. Trigger word. Cooking, cleaning, thoughtful gestures like bringing your man lunch, helping him out with the laundry if he gets busy. A lot of women feel like these type of things should not be done in the dating phase, because if it is done, there's not going to be any incentive for marriage. And to clarify, moving forward, dating and relationship, these are going to be used interchangeably. I don't think that they're the same thing, but the woman in this video, she was describing dating as being in a relationship with someone. And believe me, I do understand the importance of saving some things for marriage. Like the saying goes, why buy the milk when you can have the whole cow, okay? So I get that. I totally understand that, ladies. But some of these women are the same women who will be okay with having sex before marriage. So if we're agreeing with this woman and saying that you're supposed to give the bare minimum when dating, and you still decide to give a man your vagina in the dating phase before marriage happens, are you saying that your vagina is bare minimum? This is something that always has been perplexing to me. I will never understand why acts of service, aka submission, is seen as a deeper level of intimacy than laying down and having sex with someone. Please make it make sense for me in the comments, y'all. The men who are watching this, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I got this thing all messed up, okay? I don't believe that there are men out there who marry someone solely for the purposes of having sex. Dating? Yes. In a relationship with you, yes, they might do that. There are a lot of women who have been with men for 5, 6, 7, 8+ years, and they don't have a ring on their finger because the men don't ever intend to take them seriously. She is kind of passing the time until he decides to move on to someone else, until he finds someone who is wifey potential, or until he's ready to take that step. And that is why there are a lot of sexually attractive and sexually skilled women out here with no ring on their finger. So ladies, look at me please, okay? Look at me, look at me, look at me. I have been trying to understand the male species and I ain't 100% there yet. But some things I think I get and I understand. From a male's perspective, sex can be found anywhere. Sex is not hard to find nowadays. I mean, they could pay women for sex. There's a lot of women out here busting it open for materialistic things. That's not really a difficult thing for a lot of men to find. But it's the other qualities, you know, being nurturing, being supportive, being motivational, being a life partner. Those are the things that are gonna make you stand out, in addition to great sex. So if we are giving the sex early on, but holding back all of the other qualities that men are looking for to actually wife you, and you wanna be wifed up, it just seems like you're moving backwards. 1 + 1 is not equaling 2. The math is not mathing. All right, for this next point, I gotta bring my little notes out real quick, okay? Because we're about to get into the Dr. Tynesha Talks psychological bag for a second, okay? For my next point, I think that we need to understand that words carry energy. I don't think that a lot of people understand how much words impact our actions and also the actions of others. No man in their right mind is going to take a woman seriously and marry her if she's publicly saying that she gives bare minimum effort when dating. And I would expect the same for women. You know, if you were talking to a guy and he's like, yeah, in the dating phase or in the relationship phase, I don't believe in paying for anything. I'm not paying for any type of dates. I'm not paying for you to get your nails done, your hair done. I'm not buying you lunch. And you know what? I'm not even gonna give you a whole lot of my time. I'm just gonna give you bare minimum effort, because if I do all of that for you, what's the point in you marrying me? You already getting everything too soon. A lot of men, first of all, would be criticized for that. But secondly, women, y'all know you would not be putting up with that bullshit. There is a term in psychology called perception bias. In a nutshell, this theory explains the phenomenon in which our stereotypes and our beliefs impacts the way that we treat others, which in turn impacts the way that others view and treat us, which oftentimes will reinforce our stereotypes and our beliefs. I know y'all probably like, girl, what the hell are you talking about right now? So I'm gonna go ahead and break it down for y'all. So in this example, the woman believes that her relationships have failed because she did wifely things too soon. Or we can say, you know, as a result of her failures, even if they were due to something else, she now has adopted the belief that she should not do wifely duties before marriage, okay? But that's the belief. As a result, she has adjusted her behavior to give bare minimum effort when she's in the dating / in a relationship phase. As a result, men are viewing her behavior and they're probably gonna be receiving it in a negative way. They don't wanna deal with someone who gives bare minimum half-ass effort. So they probably decide pretty early on that they don't want to move forward in a relationship with her. Now, the woman may view this situation and say, you know what? This is why I give minimum effort. Men are temporary, they don't stick around, they're not serious about dating. So I'm gonna keep moving the way that I'm moving because this just proves my point. So this is reinforcing her beliefs or her stereotypes of men. But she failed to realize that the reason why the men reacted that way was because of her original action of giving bare minimum effort. I hope that made sense to y'all. If it doesn't make sense, let me know in the comments. But basically, I think that we often make the mistake of not sitting back and reflecting on how our actions are impacting the same situations that we complain about. Another very common example is if you have a woman with abandonment issues. I'm gonna pick on myself, okay? In the past, I have definitely had a wall up when I'm dating, right? So I'm super guarded, and a lot of times that turned men off. So they end up dipping, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. Men never stick around, they're triggering my abandonment issues, but I didn't sit back and realize for a while that they were leaving because of me. My third and final point that I would like to make. Some of y'all may agree, you might disagree. I personally don't think that if you're dating someone who is intentional about marriage, there is nothing that you can do too soon when it comes to all of the nurturing aspects, okay? Sex is a little bit different, okay? When it comes to all of the nurturing aspects, the wifely duties, if a man is really serious about being marriage minded and wanting to marry you, I don't think that you can mess that up. up. If he sees that potential in you and you're doing those things to show an example of what you're gonna be as a wife and what you can transform into as a wife, you are giving him a preview of what he's signing up for the rest of his life. Now, if the man does not have the intent to get married at all, or if he doesn't have the intent to get married to you, then yes, I think that men can definitely get too comfortable. But again, it's because he never planned to marry you or get married in the first place. Let me say that again for y'all, okay? If a man is intentional about marrying you, sis, okay, you putting a ring on your finger, you showing him that you have the qualities to be a good wife, whatever those qualities are to him, are only going to make him have laser focus on you. If you decide that you want to have sex with this man, but you're holding back all of the other amazing qualities that you have, he's probably gonna see you as a woman who does not have substance. He might smash you, y'all might be in a relationship, but I don't think that it would ever progress into marriage until he sees that you have those qualities. So I don't know, no shade to the woman who was on that podcast. She's a beautiful woman, but I really don't agree with that standpoint at all. I personally think that her comments are coming from a place of hurt, because anyone who has truly healed from their past situations wouldn't say every man from now on is going to get bare minimum effort. She might look at what she's done in the past, learn from it, and say, okay, you know what? I have amazing qualities. I didn't give it to the right person. I could have done this differently. Now moving forward, I know how to give this to the right person, right? So the focus should be giving things to the right man, the man who has proven that he's deserving of those qualities. But if you say that nobody is going to get those qualities at all until they put a ring on it, you're making every other man pay for the mistakes of your last man, who probably never intended to marry you in the first place. And if y'all still feel like I'm bugging with the way that I think, let's step outside this situation, okay? Take this situation, the box you're in, throw it out, step outside of it, okay? Let's say that you are going on a job interview, because let's be real, the dating process is kind of like the interview phase. They're collecting data to see if they want to move forward. And you tell the supervisor, you know, I have a lot of amazing qualities that I can contribute to your organization, but I'm not gonna put in all my effort and show you all of my strengths until you give me a promotion, until you pay me more. The supervisor's gonna look at you like you crazy, because what have you proven at this point that shows that they should take you to the next level to promote you or pay you more? You gotta put some skin in the game. That's just what it is. Like, a lot of it, unfortunately, is you have to prove yourself. I don't know why we have this idea that, you know, we're awesome. You're gonna figure out that I'm awesome, but I'm not gonna show you all the things that make me awesome because you need to commit to me first. Child. All right, y'all, so those are my thoughts. I definitely want to know what you guys think on this topic, so please let me know, both men and women, but men, it would be really, really nice to get your perspective on this. Are there certain things that a woman can give you too soon in a relationship that would make you not want to marry her? Ladies, from your experience, have you given something too soon to a man which caused him not to want to either commit to you for a relationship or take that commitment to the next level, which would be marriage? And if your answer to that was yes, take a moment to reflect on that relationship. Do you feel that that man was ever intentional about higher level commitment in the first place? Don't lie, don't lie. We keep it real, raw, and transparent over here. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go ahead and hop off this. If you enjoyed this video and you like the reaction type style, let me know. I'm more than happy to do more of these in the future on the channel. And if you're visiting for the first time and you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing, baby? You know the fam is lit. We glowing, we growing, and I would love to have you as a part of my family, okay? All right, y'all, but I'm about to go ahead and enjoy the sunshine. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. So as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and until next time, y'all, bye.